Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're sorry. Sorry. I hope you're safe and well. If you could hear the click click sound, that was the dogs deciding they don't want to be in the kitchen while I make this video and going through to the living room with Mike. Oh, it's obviously one of those days again. Right. Today, a really interesting article from Fleischman Hillard, Aaron McLaughlin, who I sort of use as my guru for all things on the arcane working of the EC, mentioned that better regulation is asleep for a while. It's in hibernation. One of his colleagues had summarised a report from the Regulatory Scrutiny Board at the EU, which look at how regulations work. And they actually measure what people think about the regulations. And surprise, surprise, they discovered that in 2020, the quality of regulation went down. So I'll put a link for that below this video. Now, this is something I noticed. We seem to be getting more and more regulation coming out, particularly associated around this Green Deal stuff. So it was quite nice to see that it's actually being acknowledged that it isn't. However, if Aaron's rather cynical comment about it being in hibernation is correct, maybe they're just going to put their own findings of bias and not listening to evidence on one side and keep ploughing on regardless. We've certainly been used to that in the chemical industry, but with titanium dioxide, there have been other things, but titanium dioxide is the most sort of recent and the most worrying of the situation where they're simply not listening to what would otherwise be normally accepted scientific evidence. What's also interesting, of course, is that now GB is out of the EU, we're going to have to go through this same sort of assessment process for everything that comes out of the EU. And we'll carry on doing that until we can have what you might call full Brexit and get onto WTO terms, or a less hampering Withdrawal Act, because the Withdrawal Act is really like a straitjacket on GB law around chemicals at the moment. So anyway, I thought that was a very interesting article. And in other news, obviously, we're not doing our reasons to be cheerful, but I did find a really lovely thing from the Prince of Wales on Twitter, of all things, which is a sort of some photographs of the Duke of Edinburgh. And the tweet mentions that he was associated with 992 organisations over the course of his life. 992. All these good things, all these charities, all the development of young people, the support for science and industry, not to mention, of course, his lifelong support for the armed services. What a force for good to be placed in that position by virtue of marriage, and then to take something that might have crushed somebody later and to turn it into this really positive thing. It deserves our respect. Anyway, I hope to see you again tomorrow with a bit of luck. So take care of yourselves in the meantime. Bye.